Beautiful feminine queen. Ever felt trapped in a mental loop, obsessing over someone, and need to break free? Fast as fuck? I've been there too, staring at my ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering, why can't I just let go? Let me whisper a secret. This isn't about them. It's about you reclaiming the magic you've been hiding. Welcome to Feminine Queen, where we don't just teach detachment, we rebuild your throne. Together. Let's be real, love. Obsession isn't love. It's addiction. An energy leak where you've handed your power to someone else. But here's the truth they won't tell you. That person isn't the problem. Your focus on them, it's just a distraction from the real work, reclaiming the power you gave away. And guess what? You're not broken for feeling this way. You're just a goddess who forgot her own divinity. So grab your crown, queen. By the end of this, you won't just get over them. You'll rewrite the rules so decisively, they'll feel the shift, and you'll be too lit to notice. Promise. 1. The mirror of lack. Why you're hypnotized by their reflection. Obsession is a distorted mirror. It reflects not who they are, but what you've convinced yourself you lack. That magnetic pull, it's your soul screaming for the version of you that you've outsourced to them, the confidence, security, or validation you've handed over like a sacred offering. Break the trance. Ask, what part of me have I buried in their shadow? Reclaim it. Light your own fire instead of begging for their sparks. Think of it like this. When you're obsessed with someone's confidence, it's because you've forgotten your own. That time you stood up for yourself at work, or the way you made your best friend laugh until she cried, that's your power. Write those moments down and tape them to your mirror. Every morning, read them aloud until your reflection starts to glow with your own light, not theirs. And here's a secret. The parts of them you admire most are actually your traits mirrored back. If you're dazzled by their creativity, it's because you're an artist too. You've just been too busy staring at their canvas to pick up your own brush. Today, do one tiny thing that reminds you of your magic. Sing in the shower. Dance while cooking. Reclaim your spark and watch their reflection fade like yesterday's makeup. 2. The future fantasy trap. Ghosts of what never was. You're not mourning them. You're grieving the mirage they sold you, the family dinners, the shared sunsets, the life that exists only in your daydreams. These illusions are emotional quicksand. Stop writing fan fiction about someone who's already shown you their final chapter. Burn the script. The real tragedy isn't losing them. It's abandoning the epic you could be writing alone. Let's get practical. Take that dream vacation you imagined with them and plan it for yourself. Solo date to Paris? Spa day where you're the VIP? Open a savings account labeled My Freedom Fund and drop in $5 every time you resist checking their socials. Watch your real-life adventures grow while your fantasies crumble. And darling, those perfect future scenarios? They're built on shaky ground. The person who's inconsistent now won't magically transform into Prince Charming later. Reality check. If they couldn't show up for coffee dates, they won't show up for mortgages. Redirect that energy into building a life so full, you'll look back and laugh at how small those daydreams once felt. 3. The stalker's secret. How you become your own prison guard. Every Instagram deep dive, every incognito search, you're not watching them. You're watching yourself shrink. Obsession is self-surveillance, a cage built from your own restless fingers. Delete the apps. Block the accounts. Your freedom isn't found in their updates. It's buried in the silence between notifications. Try this. For the next 48 hours, every time you reach for your phone to check on them, write down one thing you're grateful for about yourself. I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful for my killer pasta recipe. By day 2, you'll have a list of reasons to stalk your own growth instead of their feed. And here's the truth. Their life isn't as shiny as it looks. That perfect post took 20 retakes. Their new relationship probably has the same arguments yours did. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. Redirect that curiosity inward. Journal about your dreams, your growth. You'll soon crave your own story more than theirs. 4. The manipulation metabolism. Why their energy poisons you. Their words were hooks. Their promises? Emotional credit you'll never cash. You've been digesting their potential like expired food, wondering why your spirit feels nauseous. Purge it. Their vortex thrives on your starvation. Starve it instead. Feed your sovereignty. A closed mouth gathers no toxins. Here's a detox plan. Unsend every text you've drafted but never sent. Delete their number. Then, write yourself a permission slip. I release what's meant to leave. I nourish what's meant to stay. Carry it in your wallet. When you miss them, read it and ask, does this thought feed my peace or my pain? Your body knows the truth. That knot in your stomach when they text, that's your soul saying, this isn't love. Start a boundary bank. Every time you honor your intuition over their crumbs, add $1 to a jar. When it's full, buy something that symbolizes your strength. A ring, a plant, a book. Let your growth become tangible. 5. The status siren. When their worth becomes your worship. That craving for their beauty, money, or social currency, it's ancestral hunger. You've mistaken their accessories for altars. But diamonds don't make kings. Kingdoms do. Want what they have? Build your empire so dazzling, their trinkets look like costume jewelry. Your crown isn't borrowed, it's forged. Flip the script. Their luxury car can't drive your confidence. Their perfect partner can't hug you at 2 a.m. Your power isn't in what they have, it's in what you are. This week, create a Queen's portfolio. A folder of screenshots where people praised you, photos of your achievements, notes of gratitude. Open it when comparison hits. And remember, status is smoke and mirrors. That influencer's perfect life, she's editing her tears out too. Your worth isn't a stock price, it's a birthright. Every morning, stand in the mirror and declare, I am the asset, everything else is interest. Watch how your posture straightens when you internalize that. Before we dive deeper, gorgeous. Pause for a second. If this video is healing parts of you that felt broken, imagine what it could do for your best friend, your sister, or that coworker who's been crying in the bathroom stall. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Healing isn't a solo mission. It's a revolution. Let's build a world where women lift each other out of obsession and into their power. Tag her, send the link, or whisper I see you over coffee. Together, we don't just move on, we rise. 6. The addiction loop. Dopamine's dirty little war. Your brain's been hijacked. Each text, each memory replay, it's not love. It's chemical warfare. You're a lab rat pressing a lever for crumbs while ignoring the feast in your hands. Rewire the circuit. Replace stalker sessions with cold plunges, rage workouts, art that leaves you breathless. Out crazy the craving. Let's break it down. Every time you check their profile, your brain gets a hit of dopamine, the same chemical that makes slot machines addictive. But here's the hack. You can redirect that hunger. Create a dopamine menu for yourself. Instead of scrolling their photos, choose from 10 minutes of rage dancing to Lizzo, writing a fiery poem, or screaming into a pillow. Your brain doesn't care where that comes from. It just wants the rush. Give it one that fuels you, not them. And here's the truth. Withdrawal is real. The first 72 hours will feel like detoxing from a drug. Your hands will shake. Your mind will race. But every time you resist, you're rebuilding neural pathways that say, I'm stronger than this itch. Track your streaks. Use a calendar and mark each day you don't check on them. After 21 days, you'll have forged a new addiction to your own power. 7. The therapy transfusion. When self-help isn't enough, this isn't a manifestation issue. It's an excavation. Those childhood wounds, they're puppeteering your crushes. A therapist isn't a weakness. It's a rebellion against generational patterns. Dig until you hit the rot, then burn it. Your future self will toast you with champagne. Think of therapy as emotional archaeology. That pattern of chasing emotionally unavailable men, it's not random. It's a blueprint from watching dad work late every night. That fear of abandonment? It's third grade you reliving the day mom forgot pickup. Healing starts when you stop blaming yourself and start connecting dots. Journal prompt. What did younger me need to hear? Write the letter she deserved. And no, you don't need to afford fancy sessions to start. Free resources exist. Support groups, library books on attachment theory, even Instagram therapists. Your homework. Follow one mental health account today. Every time you're tempted to text him, read a post about boundaries instead. Replace his voice with ones that remind you, you're not too much. You're enough. 8. The delusion diet. Stop feeding fairy tales, that voice whispering, but what if they change? Shoot it. You're not a rehab center for emotionally bankrupt projects. Reality is your new religion. Worship facts, not potential. Their red flags aren't confetti. Stop pretending you're at a parade. Let's play a game. Make 2 lists. List A, what they actually did. Ghosted for days, forgot your birthday, gaslit your feelings. List B, the fantasy. He's my soulmate. We'll grow old together. Now burn list B, literally or metaphorically. Carry list A in your purse. Every time nostalgia hits, read it aloud. Truth is the antidote to delusion. And remember, potential is poison. A man at 25% effort now won't magically give 100% later. If he wanted to, he would. Period. Redirect that hope inward. What could you achieve with the energy you've spent waiting on him? Learn Spanish? Start a business? Write the novel? The only what if that matters is yours. 9. The obsession oxymoron, how desperation breeds repulsion. Neediness isn't a love language, it's a stench. The harder you chase, the faster they'll run. Flip the script. Become a rumor of yourself. Let them hear whispers of your glow up while you're too busy living it to care. Mystique is the ultimate revenge. Here's your playbook. Go radio silent. Not to manipulate them, to reclaim your mystery. Delete your social apps for 30 days. Let friends gossip about your new era. When you reappear, post nothing about him. Just you hiking, you at a gallery, you with a new haircut. Let silence amplify your evolution. Obsession thrives on crumbs. Starve it with absence. And darling, they will notice. But by then, you'll be too engrossed in your renaissance to care. Keep a glow-up log. Track new hobbies, compliments you receive, moments you felt alive. Soon, tracking your growth will become your favorite addiction. 10. The energy bankruptcy. Why you can't afford them. Every tear, every overthought text, you're hemorrhaging currency. They're a luxury your spirit can't afford. Invest in assets, sleep, boundaries, the unshakable knowing that you're the dividend. Broke people can't play in this market. Get rich. Energy audit time. For 1 week, track every minute spent thinking about them. Calculate it in hours. Now imagine investing that time into a skill. You'd be fluent in French. Start a side hustle. Your energy is finite. Would you spend $1,000 on a latte? Then why waste priceless hours on someone who's broke? Reinvest wisely. Open an energy savings account. Every time you redirect focus from them to you, deposit $5. Save up for something symbolic, a course, a retreat, a necklace that says mine. Watch your investments compound into unshakable self-trust. 11. The garden gambit. Cultivate or starve. Your mind is either a sanctuary or a haunted house. Plant roses where their memories fester. Water your instincts. Fertilize your rage into purpose. When butterflies come, and they will, you'll be too absorbed in your harvest to notice. The best revenge is a life that outshines their imagination. Start small. Buy a plant. Name it after a quality you're growing. Resilience, joy, boundaries. As you water it, affirm, what I nurture grows. When it blooms, so will you. Your care for it mirrors your self-care. Kill the plant? Perfect. It means you're learning. Try again. And when intrusive thoughts invade, weed them. Literally, scribble their name on paper, rip it up, bury it under soil. Plant wildflower seeds atop it. Physical rituals rewire the brain. Soon, your mental garden will be too vibrant for ghosts. Queen, look how far you've come. From checking his location to checking in with yourself. From begging for crumbs to baking your own cake. This isn't just about getting over someone. It's about coming home to someone irreplaceable. You. Your power isn't in his validation. It's in your ability to rebuild after heartbreak. To turn obsession into art. To choose you relentlessly, even when it hurts. Remember, a phoenix doesn't apologize for burning. She rises, grateful for the ashes that taught her to fly. So hit subscribe, because your evolution isn't a one-time event. It's a legacy. Every video we create together is a stepping stone to your most unapologetic self. The throne's been waiting. But honey, you're not sitting. You're soaring. Now go out there and glow so bright, they'll need sunglasses to remember your name.